Alrighty, time for another garden update. We have a whole buttload of work done this weekend, so really quick shot of the trees. Really not a whole lot has changed. Blueberry, not a whole lot has changed. Except we do have a single one that is actually starting to resemble a blueberry. And as you can see, there are plenty more that are big and fat and kind of starting to turn purple, but not actually ripe yet, and I don't know why we have one that decided to be ripe. And we've got some new growth up here, so it's getting a little bigger. Here is the major change. I finished up the stakes, and we actually have a ton of rocks where we live, so I had to use these little clip things that are screwed into the wood, and they do poke out the other side, but that's kind of an unfortunate thing we're just going to have to be careful of. Next year I'll come up with something a little bit better. And then they're just chicken wire zip tied to the post. Some of them actually went into the ground, which is why some are a lot shorter, higher than the others. I fought with this one forever before we finally just decided to go with this. So anyway, so we have some chicken wire. It's not really as tall as I would have liked, which, as you can see, RP over there is ginormous. So I added a secondary layer of netting just for that one so it could stay up, because it was leaning over on this post and it was starting to break. So at least now it can have something to climb on. And I'm probably going to do that for the tomato pretty soon. I think I hear Katie in the bushes. Yep, there's Katie. I knew it. Okay, so first of all, we have our corn, which is getting pretty tall. I'm kind of hoping this does something before it stops growing, so I'd be really excited to have corn, fresh corn on the cob. Back here are the normal cucumber plants, which have some flowers on them. And I think those are some baby cucumbers started, and those are leaning nicely on the wire, which they were just kind of hanging over before. Oh, real quick, I know this is like a totally cheap method, right? I just added some, it's actually the same material I used for the separators between the squares. I just cut some chunks of it and tied them together just so we can keep it closed on the door sections. And then this one opens up this way, and it's stapled over here, so we can kind of bend it back so we can get in there and do stuff. But anyway, okay, so you've seen the ginormous pea. That one is still producing, so I want to keep that around as long as I can. This is the cauliflower, which does have a head in here, but the more I look at it, there's like all these little gray dots, and like if you peel this back, it's all nasty. Let's see if I can get in there. Focus! Yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but there's just like all kinds of nasty stuff all over it. I think it's infested with something, and at this point I don't know if it's something we can fix. I think they've been there for a long time, so I might just yank it out. I don't know. I'll probably try spraying it with my organic pest spray first and seeing if that clears it up. And if not, just yanking it out, because I don't really want that junk spreading elsewhere. As you can see, some of the leaves are getting a little bit eaten, and I'm not really sure by what. And over here, some of the broccoli ones. Oh, you will notice the broccoli, there's only 2 of them left. The other 2 got big, and I know that they give side shoots, but I'm a terribly impatient person, and I didn't really want to wait. Plus, I was concerned that having all of that over here was blocking the the cucumber from the sun they need. And I absolutely adore broccoli stalks, just chopped up and like added to salad, like eaten and raw or whatever. It's just so good. So I yanked them out, chopped them up. They're in the fridge. I'm waiting for these 2. This one I think was trying to escape just so it could get some sunlight, which is why it's so crooked and totally overshadowing the lettuce. As you can see, there's like all these little chunks that are all eaten out, and I have no clue what was doing this. I haven't seen any obvious, bugs out here except for some spiders and ants. I don't know. And they're not killing anything, so I'm not terribly inclined to do much about it. But this one, I'm keeping an eye on it. If it starts looking like it's going to bolt, I'll just chop it out, yank it, and use the stalk. But for now, I'm leaving it. And same with this one. Our lettuce, amazingly enough, is still going. It fills back in wherever I pluck leaves out, and I need to come in here and thin this thing out pretty readily because some of the edges are starting to get a little crispy. Oh, I should probably zoom out for this, but I'll zoom out. some of these leaves are getting eaten, so... Ooh, tomato leaves. I can smell them. Yeah. So this one, and then... Ooh, broccoli. That one is... I mean, they're still going. It's been a little bit hot, but they haven't bolted or anything on me, so... You know, pretty cool. You'll notice the watermelon is missing. I finally just decided to give it up and free up a square. I might see if I can find another melon. I don't know. I need to check and do some research. I think it's August 1st today. It might be a little late to plant something for fall, but I'm going to do some quick reading up and pop something in there, hopefully. Maybe some carrots or something. And here, back out this way, is our tomato. Ironically, it's the early girl, which we haven't gotten anything from yet. But it does have 3 babies started right here, so I'm terribly excited about those. I'm probably going to do the same as the giant pea and make a circle cage for this and then pop it down in there. See what this wire did to my arm? That hurts. With a cut. Stupid wire. Anywho, yeah. So no watermelon, lettuce. The pumpkin. We do have some baby pumpkins. I don't remember if I showed this before. Oh my gosh, they're turning yellow. That's new. Little baby yellow pumpkin. And there's some more over here that are starting. So that's cool. We have the sunflower, which is gradually getting taller and taller. These are the other 2 peas that my little brother wanted to plant in here, and they are starting to flower. I had to get these up here because they were grabbing onto each other and trying to overtake some of these other squares, so I was trying to get them back here in the corner so they'd grow up this way. I'll probably end up putting another round thing around these to keep them contained. The carrots, which you'll notice there's one less, the stub right here is still there. I don't know what the heck happened. Something came through and chomped that down to the dirt. Beats me. I don't know why they left the other ones alone. But anywho, should still be fine. I mean, the main chunk is there, but I don't think these are quite big enough to do anything with. I think they're still pretty small. So I'm going to leave those there. I'll look up good-sized carrot heads and do some of that research. Lemon cucumber. These are actually starting to do something up here. See, there's these 2 right here that are flowers already kind of dying off, and then a bunch more up here. So I'm hoping, I don't know if I need to cage that one. It's not really viney yet, but we'll see. And this one is our survivor pea, which is doing pretty good. It's given us a couple, and it's still growing some. It's a lot slower than its brother, but, you know. It didn't die, so, you know, I'm not terribly inclined to bash it too much. I'm just so happy with this pea plant. I have gotten, you know, I honestly can't count. I mean, we get probably 3 decent-sized ones a day, 3 to 5. Now, some of those are a little bit smaller than they probably should be because I pick them a little bit early, but that's just because I want to have a decent-sized handful when I go back inside. And as you can see, it's still flowering, so, you know, hey, more power to it. So that is the garden. Oh, strawberries. You know, I never wear shoes out here. I don't know why. The sun's really weird today. It's like orange. It's giving off this orange light, so it's making everything look really weird. So I guess up here. Oh, wow. I didn't even realize that one was turning into a strawberry. Cool. You got a little mini strawberry here. And there looks like there's 2 more over here. I'm going to let those do their thing. Not going to mess with them. This one, aside from just not, well, I guess it's giving me some new growth. But aside from new growth, it's just not doing anything. This one, on the other hand, ironically, the one in the smallest container is sending runners everywhere. You can see there's one here, and this one's rooted. I want to save the runners, see if I can get them to stick them in the fridge and then save them as plants for probably next year. I'm going to replace a few of these, or maybe add some. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, my battery's dying, and I'm almost out of time. So, I'm going to go. I got to go record my Hot for Halloween video #1. Sweet! Alright.